Hey everyone, it's Kaycienikole, and I wanted to take y'all through more of a beginner's focused meditation. I wanted to condense it down into a very realistic time frame, and that way we don't have to worry so much about where the mind is going to go, but we have a steady focus, we have steady guidance, and allowing ourselves little pockets of stillness to start touching into that meditative state. So that's what we're going to do today. Our focus is going to be on the breath, and the breath will anchor us into the present moment. And that's all we're doing. So, all you'll need to do is find a comfortable seated position. Any seat is just fine. Maybe cushion yourself up so you're nice and comfortable. That's one of the key factors in being able to sustain a longer meditation practice as well. So, as you find your seat, close your eyes and allow yourself to wiggle around. It seems a little counterintuitive, but let yourself move out all the little fidgets, all that surface level energy until you're able to find a little bit more stillness. You let your mind be distracted with these subtle movements. And then you find a balanced state where you find that stillness. You root down and rise up through the spine. Lift the shoulders up towards the ears, pull them back, and gently relax them down away from the ears, creating an opening across the front of the chest. And just take a moment to notice how you breathe naturally. Give yourself a few moments to just observe. Where does your breath travel into the body? Is it more into the chest? Is it more into the belly? Notice the length of your breath, the inhales and the exhales, and just observe in their natural state. Is the inhale longer than the exhale or vice versa? Try not to change anything, getting more familiar with your starting point, your everyday natural breath. Notice if the breath feels tight. Notice if there's any blockages, discomfort, pressure. And we're going to release some of this stagnation that might be sitting at the surface. So go ahead and release your breath out first. And then through your nose, take a deep breath in, gather the breath into your belly, and let it slowly rise all the way up into your chest. Hold it at the top. See if you can sip in a little more air. And then open up your mouth and exhale, let it all the way out. Again, slow breath through the nose. Inhaling, expand from the bottom to the top. Finding as much space as possible, holding at the top. If you're able to sip in more, sip in more. This time, keep the breath through the nose. Take your time. Exhale, melt the breath back out of the body from the top back down to the bottom. Let's do one more just like that. Inhale, breathe into your belly. Really feel it open up, expand and relax. Lifting the breath up as high as you can. Hold it. And then through the nose, slowly melt the breath back out. Now relax your breath a little bit. And already, just from taking 3 deeper breaths, your breath might feel fuller. It might feel more expansive. It might be moving into different parts within your torso. You also might feel a deeper sense of connection, calm. And if not, no worries. Try not to have any expectations of the practice, but just allow yourself to observe the sensations and how you feel as we move throughout. Now, it's very natural to breathe into the chest. Think about chest breathing as being more unconscious breathing. That's the breath you take day in, day out when you're not thinking about it. And so we're going to start to focus on more conscious breath. And if we breathe into the chest, this can be easily associated with fight or flight mode. When we feel stressed, when we feel overwhelmed, when we feel panicked, we tend to breathe those short, shallow breaths into the chest. So we're going to do the opposite, and we're going to breathe into our bellies, which is more associated with rest and digest, calming down and relaxing our nervous system. So relax your belly, relax around your lower sides, relax into your lower back. Don't hold the muscles in. And on your next inhale, just feel your belly open up. Think about like a water balloon. If you're filling up a balloon with water, it's going to drop down and expand out. So expand out through the belly, the lower back, the lower sides. And keep the breath through the nose as you exhale, melt it all the way back out. Feel the belly cinch back in, lower back. We're not really contracting the muscles or squeezing tight. We're just releasing the breath out of that pocket. And each inhale and exhale that you take, just focus on belly breathing. And as you focus on belly breath, after just a few short breaths, you're going to start to notice the effect that it has over your mind and over your current state. You're going to start to feel more relaxed. You bring a sense of calm over the entire body. And you don't need very many. You start to relax your mind away from all the concerns, all the to-dos. And you start to drop deeper into a state of presence and being. Go ahead and give yourself about 5 more really slow, expansive breaths into your belly. The breath doesn't have to be forceful. It doesn't have to be strained. Just ride out that full length of the inhale and exhale. And really focus on trying not to rush the breath. Let it take on its own tonality, its own shape. And all you have to do is follow. I'm going to allow you a little pocket of stillness here to just be with that slow belly breath. Take about a handful more here on your own. And don't worry so much about the count of your breath. Just think about the quality of the breath. Bring your hands together at your heart center. Still maintaining that belly breathing. And just notice how you feel. Just a few moments of sinking into a more conscious breath. Notice if you feel more relaxed, more at ease. Really feeling the power that the breath has over the mind and the body. Knowing you can come back to this breath anytime you'd like, and you can also use it outside of your meditation anytime you want to drop into a deeper state of presence, calm, or connection. Thank yourself for taking the time to just be here in your practice, and thank you for allowing me to be your guide. Open up your eyes whenever you're ready. So meditation can be very overwhelming. It can be daunting, especially if you have a really long stretch of time. Learning how to start small and how to implement these basic tools to be able to drop ourselves in will really help us to be able to start and establish a practice, but also help us take these tools off of our mats, off of our meditation cushions, and into real world scenarios where we can drop ourselves from that fight or flight down into that rest, digest mode and feel more calm and more clear. So I would love to hear your feedback, especially if you're newer to this practice. How did it feel for you? Let me know, and I'll be looking forward to practicing with you again here soon. Thank you so much.